Welcome to Sonic Concurrency by School of the Damned. This week we are drip-feeding a concurrent dialogue that formed over WhatsApp between Carolin, Meyer and Ollie Godwin during last week's unbearable heatwave. You should expect music, voice notes, text-to-voice readings, the relentless sizzle of the heat and the slow energy sapping wall of the ever-rising temperatures. Useless and boiled. The roads are so hot, our shins melt. We live for ice creams and desk fans. And that little patch of aircon that you can stand under in the doorway of Sainsbury's. Our crafted environment is cooking us up now. You can feel her anger. Here we go, out of the frying pan and into the fire.
Is heat present right now? Is heat present right now? Heatwave right there. Last night at 4 a.m. thinking someone's putting the bins out, but then realizing it was the thunder and the lightning was just like so low. I've never seen lightning so low. And then a car alarm went off and we made a tea and just watched the weather, but it was like not enjoyable. It was like apocalyptic and yeah, not great.
I only just got up today. Are you in the office today? Enjoy. I have a friend coming over from 12 to 3 before they catch their flight back to Berlin. Heatwave booty nights today. Sorry work please, that's so annoying but apt. I thought so filmed it. It's me dad and I yesterday Carolin. He's a red man so it's perfect, it's amazing cause her dad's head has given us the greatest, softest, most organic gradient of all time. He is gold GO80 gradient of all time.
literally sad that the cats get scared of them, but I like being in the apocalypse. Maybe I was born.
Wood chip. Splinters everywhere.
Joists.
Gouge it out. The covings and skirting boards. Bang smash, bang smash. The lint across the wallpaper. Kick them out. You're a trespasser. We are sorry. We are sorry we've got to knock your house down. We are sorry you've got to move your mother. We are sorry that we've got to destroy this community.
I don't really remember. I don't really remember.
Bright green and cream.
Much.
Heatwave, are you there?
Oh, sort of sickly yellow colour. I don't really remember.
Light white.
I don't really remember much.
Dark brown.
Yeah, I wouldn't have woken up, I'm pretty sure. I'm such like a deep sleeper. But Molly was actually the one who said
much about
the most hideous
kind of
red
is everyone like on the streets moving their bins? And then, yeah, so I was up then, but then fell back asleep after our
Blue with a bit
cup
of
of black
red,
tea.
cream.
And yeah, I just woke up really late this morning and just all that turkey colour, you know. So yeah, I'm definitely strong through it as well. And wow, are you accelerationist? Like, do I have to worry that you're just like really loving the apocalypse and wanting everything to go to shit so you can lie? Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember anything.
Oh, I remember.
I can't actually remember it.
I remember as well. Oh, I remember.
I can't remember anything.
Don't really remember. Don't really remember much about the wallpaper. Don't really remember much about the wallpaper though. We always had like a typical tiled 50s fireplace. Open fire and all that, and a really nice maroon uncut moat.
Jake Morrison spent 15 years designing commercial cooling systems. Then he faced every renter's nightmare: a scorching apartment on a 38-degree day with a landlord who refused AC installation, with his young daughter suffering from the heat and his elderly father visiting. Jake took matters into his own hands. The result? An ingenious device that's disrupting the billion-dollar AC industry, helping families stay cool without installation headaches, without calling technicians, without breaking their lease.
Yes, mate. I don't know if it's going to be that interesting, but if it was about, if we made it that the Heatwave was the concurrent thing, then I feel like it could be a cool way to try something different where we are both experiencing something, but what we archive about it is more like the dialogue that's happening within that. So I'm going to try to use non-AI text-to-speech stuff to try to convert sections of our WhatsApp chat. I don't know if it will really make any points or anything, or if that'll be using it important, but it could be an interesting thing anyways.
Ich werde mir nie gerecht, denn ich bin zu mir nie gerecht. Babsi vs. Shirin David, das nenn ich ein Titelmatch. Für mich ist das Schwerste erst Familie oder Karriere. Ich entschied mich für das Zweite, wie Elisabeth die Erste. Jeder bewertet, kaum geht ein Girl ihren Weg. Glaub mir, Boy, schwer wiegt das Haupt, das die Birkin trägt. Man sagt, du kannst alles schaffen, wenn du an dich selbst glaubst. Steige nach dem Heulen aus dem Bett und dreh mein Swag auf. Nur weil Babsi unperfekt ist, tritt Shirin perfekt auf. Darum lasst uns streiten, an uns zweifeln, heute gehen wir Crash out. Für die meisten bin ich Missbauch, Beine Po, doch mir selbst sag ich jeden Tag, bleib einfach du. Du bist gut genug, du bist gut genug. I remember I was working in East London in London Fields about 7 years ago or something, and the whole of the East London area, all the schools shut so that the kids could come out and campaign. I think this was in the Godwin era, and they would and I went out to get some lunch on that day. I was in a WeWork there, and I went around the corner to get some lunch, and there was all these kids, just thousands of kids, primary school kids, all had made their own project that was about can you not keep destroying the planet, please, because it's going to make it worse for us, kind of thing, and also more sciencey kind of arguments as well, all compelling things, and they were standing in a massive sort of crowd, and they were all campaigning, and loads of them went up to the top of the like onto the East London, I don't know what it would be, but like London Fields, like council building, like where the town hall kind of vibe, and they would all be like chanting and stuff, and it was amazing, and it feels like now we are feeling like they were largely ignored. Everything's been like dialed back, all sorts of like, you know, with the governments that we've had since then. It's been a slow case of just like, guys, we need to innovate and be productive as a country, so we're gonna have to dig into the North Sea, so we're gonna have to drill, and like we've got drill baby drill running America now, so it's like, yeah, we're living in the consequences of nobody listening, but we can't say we weren't warned by thousands of school kids, you know.
So basically I shared a picture of this, or I took a picture for Instagram of this yellow hoodie because it made me think of the artist Dion Kitson, whom I quite like, because it's kind of like subvertisement work, like artworks, kind of pyramidella in terms of community art, I would say, and infrastructure, inspired, or just wanting the infrastructure we are so living in. And so I tagged the artist and said, "Are you okay?" And the artist responded earlier and said, "I give you money if you send me this." So yeah, desperate times, right? I was like, right, I'm gonna go and look for it, but then I was just like making sure that he's not joking, because he said something like, "I'm making my painting jumper," and then I was like, okay, I was actually gonna go, but now I know you were joking. And he's like, "No, I'm not joking." I was like, "You could make an artwork with it," and he was like, "Yeah, just if you can get it, I pay basically." And so then I got up and grabbed a bag and like another bit of plastic stuff to pick it up, because it just, yeah, you can see in the picture how gross looking it is, and there's probably some dogs that have weed on it. But basically then I went to the spot, it was gone. So there goes my £5 or whatever I would have been. And yeah, then I just had an interaction in the kebab shop on the corner saying, "Did you see the jumper that was laying here, like this yellow jumper?" And they were like, "Yes, we saw it yesterday, and what do you want with it?" I was like, "Yeah, just I posted a picture of it on Instagram, and this artist said he'd pay me for it." And then they were like, "What? Like, it's disgusting and stuff." I was like, "Yeah, but it's his thing, this kind of jumper, or like this color." And then I was like, "Where do you think it could have gone?" And they were like, "It probably picked up by a rubbish van." So I'm gonna check all the rubbish, like the bins, just in case. And I am someone who checks the bins anyways. What I do is on the floor first found jewels, and also no problem. And then later on I saw some, like this guy was like, who overheard me in the kebab shop, was like, "Did you find it?" I was like, "No." Then I stopped another guy on the street who was walking his baby. Like he had his baby on his arm, on a thing strapped to his belly, not by his chest, not like on a lead. So I was like, "Oh, sorry, did I wake your baby?" And she was like, "No, I wouldn't be here if he was awake, if he was asleep. I'm just walking until he falls asleep." And said, "Okay." And then, yeah, he said, "If I find I haven't seen the jumper, but if I find it, I put it in that space, in that place over there." And I was like, "Okay, and if I get more than £5 for it, then I'll give you some money if I see it." And he's like, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "Yeah, make it out." And then, yeah, I think that was like a nice kind of funny way to be in touch with my community, with my surroundings, and get to walk with Teddy and be in that way.
Yes, mate, I love Dion Kitson. I really liked, I don't know all of his work or anything, but I really liked the song Reality. That kind of has a bit of it gave me vibes of Light by John Smith with the sound by Jocelyn Pook, where there's like sampling happening and it's really chaotic and strange, and yeah, it's great, I love that.
Why do you want to? That's the interesting question. Why do you want to? Why do you want to? That's the interesting question. Why do you want to? Why do you want to? That's the interesting question. Why do you want to?
Predicted to soar through the 30s by the middle of the week. Wildfires in southwest France, eastern Spain, and Thessaloniki, Greece. Decades ago, these scenes of Armageddon across Europe were notable. Now they're normal.
Many months with temperatures expected to climb. The UK has entered its third heat wave in as many months with temperatures expected to climb as high as 35 Celsius in some areas later this week. The Met Office said that South East England has now officially met the heat wave criteria after 3 days of temperatures above 28. Temperatures are set to continue to rise across the UK throughout the week, and more regions are likely to reach their local heat wave thresholds.
There you are, flesh and blood, before me. How are you going to remake that? That's been a real. How are you going to make that in another art?
Why do you want to? That's the interesting question. Why do you want to? Why do you want to?
Because
I'm having water with coconut water and some lime juice and sea salt, because apparently that's good for getting your electrolytes back into your system. So yeah, those are the kind of things we have to think about now. And outside it's like there's like lots of ants going mad, and not ants, ants, and kind of. Like outside this morning, and you could see where the storms left its mark, like lots of mud everywhere, and broken trees. Gosh, my English is a bit rusty at the minute. Haven't been to Germany, and now just we're gonna go watch the footy at the pub, but we could, and also our lock has swollen, or like the wooden gate to our garden bit has swollen, or is swollen, and basically we can't lock it anymore. So we were like, we can't go watch the World Cup, and I can't leave, but we could do it anyways.
With the jacket, really like trying to find that jacket, not like the hoodie. I mean, we're looking for like the actual one, but I was thinking I could find a hoodie in the same safety green colour, and then also find some tiny little St. George's flag patches, sew them onto the elbows the way they were on that hoodie, and then I could screen print the scaffolding logo onto it, and then I could run it over with a car so it looked like the hoodie that you were trying to find again, the mystical hoodie of Dion Kitson. What do you think?
right temperature now with the wind. And yeah, that's lots of people out and about. Just on a walk with Teddy. So yeah, I'm always like, if it's hotter than 33 degrees, I'm probably not gonna move. But it seems like people are embracing the summer, which actually should, I guess. So we beat on boats against the current, borne back ceaselessly into the past. And yeah, so that's a beautiful quote in the t-shirt ends on them on boats and escaping the wildfires on the island. And there's also this scene like these rich people in their villa, and they're like, these wildfires, and then every year such and such. And everything around running, and then having a party. So yeah, that's think of it when we're like if I quite want to go on